Good day, class. My name is Omoribola James. I'll be taking you general mathematics, Venn diagram. Now, what is Venn diagram? Venn diagram is, they are pictures of sets used to represent operations on sets. It was, they were invented by Sir John Venn. Now, I'll be showing you how we can use Venn diagram to represent different operations on sets. For example, if you want to represent A intersection B, that is the region where A overlap or intersect with B, what do? You see now, we can easily use our shading to show it. That shaded area is showing A intersect or intersection B. Then A union B. The same thing here, the shaded region here represents A union B. That is the region containing all the elements in the universal set that are in either A or in B. Then the third one, that's another operation on sets. That's complement. A complement. A complement is represented or shown by that shaded region. And that is the region showing everything in the universal set, but not in A, represented like this, A complement. That is a simple way of, showing the different operations that I explained before on sets using Venn diagram. Now let's go further. Let's look at these other ones. A union B complement. We can easily get this by analyzing the set here, which are set A and set B complement one by one. Let's first of all shade the region representing set A. That is what I'm showing on the board. All this shaded region represents set A. Then the second one, we want to represent the region showing B complement. All this region I shaded there represents B complement. That is the region that is not part of B, not B. All this shaded region represent not B, not inside B. Then we can now combine the two together to give us the final answer. That gives us this, which is A union B, the combination of A with the complement of B. And that gives us this. Then we can also, let's look at this also. A complement intersects B complement. A complement intersection B complement. Can also be done the way we did the first one. Do it one by one. A complement is all the elements in the universal set that are not in A. That is, shade all other region except subset A, except this circle. And you can see what we've done here. We shaded all other part except set A. That is A complement. Then B complement. Shade all other region except set B or except the circle B. You could see what I did. Then, by the time you combine the two together, don't forget what we have in between them, in between these and these, is intersection. So combine the two together and see where the two lines, the two shadings, the horizontal shading and the vertical shading intersect. When you do that, you will discover that in the long run, where the two intersect will be this region that we have outside, which is this. So A complement intersection B complement using Venn diagram is this. Then we can go further to Venn diagram involving three subsets. In that we have three circles. Each of the circles represents each subset. And that's what we have on the board. This one is A union B union C. We did it, we achieved this one by using the former method. What I did was I shaded each of them one by one, then combine all the shading together. This will be for A, this will be for B, and this will be for C. Then you combine everything together the way we did there and did there. Then we I got this. The same thing if you are doing the second one. This number 1, this number 2. If you want to get A, the Venn diagram representing A, intersection B, intersection C. Shade the region for A, only for A. Shade the region with another, you can use different shading. Shade the region for B, then shade the region for C, and see where all the shading, the different shadings are intersect. If you do it very well, you are going to get this, which represents A intersection B intersection C. You can go on and go like that by trying other set combinations. And that is all for this. Now let's go to questions on Venn diagram. Questions on Venn diagram. Okay. Problems on Venn diagram. These are some of the calculations I'm going to treat through. But you listen to, and God will bless you as you listen. Now, question 1. 100 students are asked about which subject they like. 35 like English, 50 like math, 29 like French, 12 like English and math, 8 like English and French, 6 like French and mathematics only, and 5 like all the 3 subjects. Now represent this information in a Venn diagram. In a Venn diagram. B. Find the number of students for 1. Find E, that is English and mathematics only. 2. English and French only. Then 3. Students that did not like any of the subjects. Quickly, let's go to the first question. Represent this information in a Venn diagram. Now, if you look at the question, you discover that the total number of people or students in that gathering is 100. That represents our universal set, which we always represent by this rectangle. So you write it over there. Universal set is equal to 100. Then we now look at what we are given. If you look at this question very well, we discover that we have 3 different subjects. English, represented by a circle. Mathematics is another subject represented by another circle. And French is another subject represented by another circle. According to this question, there are some people that did or that like all the 3. That like all the 3. That means that all the 3 circles will intersect. Just like what I explained before. They will intersect. Where are they intersecting? They are intersecting where we have 5. So these 5, which represent all the people that like the 3 subjects, will be put at the middle, where we have intersection of the 3 subsets or 3 circles. So we put 5 here. Then from there we now go outward. We go outward. Now, number 1 question for, let's quickly go to B, because if we don't solve B, we cannot get the numbers we're going to put inside the subset. So let's go to question B. So indirectly, we must get these questions before we can draw the Venn diagram properly. So question B, how many people do English and math only? English and math only. In this question, we are given 35 like English. That is written 35 like English. Then followed by 50 like math. Followed by 29 like French. Now, 12 like English and math. English and math, 12. That 12 represents this region. That is the region where English and math are overlapping. And that is the number represented in that place is 12. Then don't forget that part of them like all the 3 subjects, which is 5. Part of this space, the whole space I'm having here, part of it is 5. So if the whole space, as I've said before, is 12, which represents those people that like English and maths, which is 12. Then the remaining part here, the remaining part over here will be 12 minus 5. Don't forget, everything is 12, and part of it is 5. So remaining part here will be 12 minus 5, and that will give you 7. That was how I got this 7. The same way, we'll go further. Let's go further. 8 like English and French. 8 like English and French. English and French. 8. English and French is 8 likes English and French. English and French, 8. This English and French. English and 8. This region represents, let me use another pen. English and French. Please follow me as I'm doing it. English and French, 8. So if everything is 8 and part of it is 5, then it means the remaining one will be 3. 8 minus 5 will give us 3. That was how we got this 3. Then the last one. Okay, the second but last. 6 like French and maths. Only. Underline this word. Only. That is nothing more, nothing less. Just only French and maths together. Maths together. 6. So you go to where we have only French and maths. French and maths. This region. So you put 6 over there. That represents this. Then 5 like all the 3 subjects. I've explained that one before. Like that. So we have this. Now, if I want to get only the people that like, English, all these workings that I did over here are the things that I explained to you before. Only the people that did English, only English. The people that like English, I like English are 35 given, but part of them still like mathematics, part still like French. So, but only English will be, let me repeat myself, the people that like English, they are 35 in number. That 35 is represented by this circle. This circle, look at it very well. This circle, that 35 represents this circle. Now, if you look at it very well, you discover that part of the circle, we have 7, we have 5, and we have 3. So if you take away the addition, sum of all this, from 35, what will be left behind will be 20. How did I get it? How did I get it? 35 minus 7 plus 5 plus 3. That gives us 35 minus 15, and that is 20. That was how we got it. The same thing for mathematics. Add this with this with this. Then subtract from 50. We get this. Then the same thing for French. Add this with this and with this. And subtract from 29. Then you will get 15. So that means that if I have 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 15, I must be able to get these people that like French. So that gives us all the numbers inside the subcircle. The subset or the circles. The circles. Then Roman figure 3. Roman figure 3. Students that did not like any of the subjects, of the 3 subjects, how many of them do not like any of the subjects? That do not like any of the subjects. How many of them? Now, the meaning of that is the number of people that do not like English, they do not like math, they do not like French. That is, not English, not math, don't like French. And that would be the addition of all the people here minus the universal set. Why? Because these represent the people that are outside. Because if they don't like any of these 3, the 3 subsets, that means they cannot be inside any of the circle. That means they will be outside. So, to get the number that are outside, the number of students that are outside, what do? You add all the numbers of the circle, all the numbers inside the circle together, and subtract it from the universal. And that will give you the number of people that do not like any of the 3 subjects, the way I've done it on the board. And that gives us 12. That was how we got this 12. Now, properly, when you write all these calculations inside the rectangle, what we have is a proper, is the real Venn diagram. Without doing that, you cannot get the full mark. You have to calculate and put everything there. Then let's go to question 2. Out of the 400 students in the final year, final year in the senior secondary school, 300 are offering biology and 190 are offering chemistry. Now, the question, how many students are offering both biology and chemistry if only 70 students are offering neither biology nor chemistry? Then how many students are offering at least one of biology or chemistry? Now, looking at this question, it contains only two subsets, people that are offering biology and people that are offering chemistry. So biology is the first subset and the chemistry the second subset. Now, let's start. The first thing you do is you highlight or you write down all the things given in the question. One, the total number of students we have represent the universal set. The number of people that are offering biology, let's represent biology by B. Number of people offering biology, 300. Number of people offering chemistry, 190. Though if you add them together, it will be more than 400. That shows that some people that are offering biology are also offering chemistry. So we have it overlapping. And that's the reason why later on, you see that the diagram will be like this. But let's continue. So then, according to this question, if only the question, there's a clause here. They say, how many students are offering both biology and chemistry if only 70 students are offering neither biology nor chemistry? 70 students are offering none of the two subjects, just like the first question that we did. Don't forget, anytime they ask us to show or there's a clause where we have people or students things that are not part of the subset, we put it outside the subset here. So, like this one is given, the South students are offering neither biology, they are not doing biology, they are not also doing chemistry. Are you following? They are not doing biology, they are not. So that 70, what we do is we put it outside. It's part of, at least, those people are still part of the number of students that we have in that school. In that very school. Now, let's go to the question. Now, the first question, say, how many students are offering both biology and chemistry? That's where we're going to start. You start from the inner part, the center part, and you go outward. But since we don't know it, and that is the question they're asking for, people offering both biology and chemistry, represented by a letter. You can use any letter, X or Y, anyone you like. So I represented by X. Then, people that are offering biology only will be biology altogether minus this middle one. And that gives us it. Just like the way we did it over there in that first question. Then people that are offering chemistry only will be chemistry altogether minus this. So it's like you have this. If everything here is 300 and part of it is X, then the remaining one will be 300 minus X. The same thing here. If everything like this is 190, then part of it is X, then it means part of it like this is X, then the remaining one will be 190 minus X. Just like if you have something like this and part of it is X, then remember, if the whole thing, if the whole thing is 190 and you have something like this, a carve out, that means if you remove this, what will remain will be 190 minus X. That was how we got that. Let me quickly go because of our time. Now, the first question. How many students are offering biology and chemistry? I represented it by X. And to get this, what do? We add everything in this rectangle together. This plus this, even plus this. Then equate it to 400 because everything inside the rectangle must add up to give us the universal set. That was what I did over here. Now, when you do the arithmetic, you get S to be equal to 160. So the students offering both biology and chemistry represented by X is 160. Or the students, yes, that gives us the answer. And then the second one, students that offer at least one subject. That means that one subject may be at least one subject. At least one subject. Let's understand that very well before I go further. At least one. At least one means it can be one or more than one. But we know fully well that in this question we have only two subjects. So when they say, if the question says at least one, it means it can be one subject or the two subjects. And that takes us to what we have here. What we have here. See, I say at least one subject, it may be one subject or more than one subject, that is two subjects. So what we do to get this one is, you find the number of students offering biology only, that's one subject. It can be biology only, or chemistry only, or the two subjects together. I repeat myself. At least one subject. Number of people offering at least one subject mathematically is equal to the number of people offering biology only, or chemistry only, or both subjects. People that are offering biology only, we got it before. It's 300 minus S. People that are offering chemistry only, we got it before. 190 minus S. Then people that are offering both, we got it before. That is X. Both of them, both biology and where they are overlapping, we got it before. That is 160. Adding the three together, we got this. Thank God, we've got S before. Just substitute for X. Wherever you see S, you put 160. That was how I got this. Wherever you see S, you put 160. That was how I got this. Then plus these people that are doing both. Let me represent it by X. Then later on, substitute it. Substitute 160 for it, since we have got it before. Then do this arithmetic. We got 140 here. I got 30 here. 160. Add them together. We have this. 330 students. So people that offer at least one subject is, their number is 330. And that's all. Hope you followed me. I want you to try this on operation on set. You do all the questions. Then I will give you another question on Venn diagram. Don't just limit yourself to these two questions. This one, the one on Venn diagram. Do as many as possible.